This is unscripted. I think the first time I'm showing my face on this channel. Hi, it's been a while. If you repeatedly try to invalidate the queer reading of a story, you're stupid. And for the straight people in the audience, if you're there, this is not about you if you have like an open mind. If you're like, oh, vampires are gay? I never heard that before. That's cool. That's awesome. I'm really glad that you can be normal, but unfortunately, there are people in this world who, oh, hi, cat. Yeah. There are people in this world who, I've argued with a lot. And this is about them. I don't want them to watch this video per se. This is probably more about validating myself. And I know that. So, anyway, if you think Kingdom Hearts is straight, or you think it's weird that Final Fantasy fans see Cloud as gay, you're stupid. That is not my fault. That is not my problem that you see a little blonde twink running around with repressed feelings, and you're like, well, how could he be gay? When him and Sephiroth interact that way. Mind you, I don't really ship Cloud and Sephiroth. The fascism is a large part of that. I don't necessarily think it's wrong to ship them, because I understand. Because the dynamic, it's a dramatic dynamic. And it's something... This is a whole thing about shipping, okay? I don't understand why people are so ridiculous about, oh my god, I can't believe that's a pairing. Ew, you would ship that? If they have a dynamic in the story that has drama, the person who wrote that probably enjoyed writing their dynamic. Shipping is just exploring the dynamic between two characters further than what canon already had. Or sometimes just redrawing canon, because that's fun too. I need you to look me in the eyes and tell me you have never seen Cloud and Sephiroth interacting in a way that couldn't possibly be construed as gay. Especially after the remake came out. Look at his outfit. There is a long-standing history of queer-coding villains. I don't need to explain to you how that works. Alright? You can look it up yourself. You have Google, and there are plenty of resources. It is 2024. Alexander Avila has been making videos forever. I grew up on that shit. Okay? You are stupid willfully. Oh, bye, Diana. She's not gonna leave. She's just gonna stare at the lamp up here. Lighting setup is weird. I don't care. Not a lot of headroom because I have to keep, like, moving back here. I can adjust as things go. It's fine. Kingdom Hearts. Guys, we all saw the Tennille Flowers video. And if you haven't, you should. It's a really good video. I would recommend it. I've been a fan of Tennille as long as I've been a Warrior Cats fan. Anyway, point being, Riku? Sure. Let's say in this non-existent world that Sora is heterosexual purely. That there is no possible way that he could be into guys. First of all, don't come in here with that, oh my god, it's a kid's game. It's a family-friendly game. Why does he have to be gay? Why does everything have to be gay? You can go turn around and you can go watch whatever heterosexual bullshit you want to watch, okay? This doesn't have to be... You don't have to talk to me, you know? And if you want to understand, you either put in the work to understand, or you research it, or you come in here with kind-hearted open-mindedness. But a lot of you motherfuckers want to come in and be like, I was just debating this guy, and he was, like, so mean to me. He was so mean, guys. He wasn't. He wasn't. You came in, and you created an unsafe, annoying fucking environment that people got defensive in, because that's normal, and then you blamed them for their defensiveness. When you were the one who came in and you were just like, I just don't see it, and I think it's stupid, and why do we have to make everything gay all of a sudden? Luckily, I haven't seen as much of that lately, mostly because I've found my social circles, and it's full of gay people, Because I'm sorry, but some of you are obnoxious. Some of you are really, really obnoxious with the way that you don't want to be around queer people who express themselves. And I'm going to be pretentious, actually. I'm going to continue to be pretentious for the rest of my life, because if you get to be pretentious about shit that you're so wrong about and refuse to do any research on, I get to be pretentious about things that I know about and am knowledgeable in. Thank you. Sora is bisexual. Probably. Maybe. Or asexual or anything else. I think he's queer. Because there's already camp injected into things. And the history of camp is such that it is gay. And transgender. Queer. The academic term would be queer. And also, I think it's kind of stupid to think that Sora and Kairi are in love with each other. Because here's the thing. If you want to interpret it that way, you have to also make room for the interpretation of Sora and Riku possibly being a thing. Because you cannot look me in the eyes and say that all of the subtextual things going on between Sora and Kairi are not also going on between Sora and Riku. Sora and Riku's relationship is less subtextual than Sora and Kairi's. If you want to make an argument about what's more canon, I would argue Soriku is more canon than Sokai is. If you have an issue with that, that's fine. You can have other opinions, but I know what I'm about. And when you have a narrative that sidelines Kairi so much, and here's the thing. Do I think Kairi should have been sidelined? Not really, but also if that was the narrative choice and there was a reason for that choice, fine, cool. When Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, we'll know for sure if Nomura was really just like throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks, or if he really had like a solid like timeline. I think he does. Because there's a lot of things that do in fact line up narratively and emotionally. You don't need to get caught up in the stupid fucking lore bullshit, okay? I don't care about the stupid fucking lore bullshit. I love world building. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Do you think that I'm arguing with people about how the Force works? No, because it doesn't really matter. The Force is just a narrative tool to explain more about the emotional arcs of the characters. Story is about the emotional arc of the character. So, Sora and Riku's emotional arc is so prominent that everyone makes fucking jokes about it all the time, regardless of whether or not you think Sora's straight. Most of the people who think Sora's straight still make the gay jokes because it's easy. Tell me why, if it's so easy to see how they could be interpreted as gay, why are we making fun of the people who are interpreting them as gay and saying that it's just like, ooh, the shippers. Oh my god, the shippers. It's so obnoxious. Also, you sound like a misogynist. You sound like a misogynist when you turn around and you're like, well, I'm not like those shippers. Those shippers who are usually teenage girls who have been running fandom for years. Fandom was born out of fan fiction about Kirk and Spock. Sci-fi was born from a woman's political perspective. So if you want to say stupid shit about shipping and how women are always obsessed with romance or whatever other stupid fucking opinion you have, think about where you are. Cause women are running it. Women are the center of it. Typically queer women are the center of it. You came in. And because you're a man, everybody decided to agree with you. Because you, in the wider realm of society, are usually accepted as right, whether or not you are. And then you're going to turn around and be like, well, I have facts and logic. No, you don't. You really don't. Because you don't think about the narrative. You don't think about the character arcs or the dynamics between the characters. You don't think about how storytelling is an inherently emotional art. you just think of it like good guy fight bad guy. And it's simplistic. And stupid. It's stupid. You're never gonna write a good story if that's all you care about. I'm so serious. What value are you bringing when it's just a stupid fucking good guy fight bad guy? Good guy win. If Batman and Joker enemy, Batman lose if Joker die. Because Batman broke rule. Batman broke rule, so Joker win. Can you have an opinion that you worked on yourself? It's not an opinion you worked on yourself. It's an opinion you took from a guy you look up to on Twitter because your relationship with your father is kind of rocky and you're trying to find the next best thing to look up to and emulate so that you can feel less alone. And it's sad. Frankly, it's sad. If you would just, I don't know, let's say, get a personality first. Think about what you truly value in this world. Think about what you value in storytelling. Think about why you have the opinions you do, and go further. Think about things that you dislike, and think about what would make you like them. Be real. Be real, because a lot of you are not real. You are not real. What you are is obnoxious. I'm obnoxious too, but at least I'm obnoxious in a genuine way, which is so much better than being obnoxious in a fake way, okay? People can sniff fakeness from a mile away. Probably further than a mile. Everybody knows you're insecure. Everybody knows why you're doing it. And the only reason that you think that you're confident when you do these things is because you're surrounded by other people who are also doing what you're doing. And you're in a little bit of an echo chamber, my guy. So you gotta figure it out. You really do, because it's obnoxious. It's really obnoxious. Doctor Who. Whoa. I'm fucking purple. That's awesome. Yeah, let's think about Doctor Who a little bit. I think the fucking stupid ass Doctor Who's woke now because Chris Chibnall put a woman in it. I'm gonna be so real with you. I also think that Chris Chibnall's writing is ass. Not for the same reason you do, because I have real opinions that I've thought about and haven't just copied from my favorite misogynist YouTuber that's like using alt-right signals and dog whistles, and you're just pretending that you don't see them. Like, I know what you're fucking doing, okay? Everyone else does too. You're not fooling anyone. You're stupid. You're really stupid if you think that, like, no one can see through what you're doing. Most people can. Chris Chibnall's writing is bad because he does not take a stance. Much like you, perhaps. You might not have a stance on something, and then you think it's, like, smarter for some reason to be like, well, you know, there's two sides to every coin, and the situation is, yeah, there is, but you can't treat both of them with empathy or respect or give them any deeper thought other than, I don't want to have an opinion on this, so my excuse is that, there's two sides, so I don't have to deal with it. It's centrist behavior, and it's weird. It's really, really weird that you don't care about the world that you live in. Antidepressants might help. If you feel that cynical about the world, that you just don't feel like anyone, you know? I feel like centrists are largely, like, depressed libertarians that need therapy. There's a large amount of children chanting outside, and it feels scary. In dreary fall weather, it's creepy. Hi, Diana. Mind you, I also don't like Stephen Moffat's writing, and everybody who's like, well, Stephen Moffat had a lesbian character. Stephen Moffat is actually really progressive. Yeah, that's what he says, but there's no way you can look at his writing and the way that he treats women and has the weird fucking pregnancy arcs that were really strange and say that that's not a misogynist move, because it is and it's weird. his characterization of the Doctor, wrong. Just bad. I didn't enjoy it. It was so very... almost self-insert-y. Very self-insert-y, but not in a, this character is reflective of a part of myself who has a character arc. It's, this character is a smart, badass man who gets all the women. I hate you. I really, truly despise you. From the bottom of my heart. Maybe you'll become a better person. Until then, I don't want you around me. Ever. Thank you. Thank you. Also, I think Russell T Davies had problems. I think there were racism issues. Season 3 was just bad. It was really bad. It was so bad. And Martha deserved better. And so did Mickey. Here's the thing, though. Out of all of these writers, Russell T Davies grows and changes as a person and continues to try to advocate. Okay? Stephen Moffat just, lies to you and tries to gaslight his audience. Do you remember TJLC, the John Law Conspiracy? Okay, I feel like a lot of those people were gaslighting victims that did not know that they were gaslighting victims, and they couldn't handle it. So they were like, no, Stephen Moffat's actually really smart, and he's, actually doing this for us. And it's sad. People can make fun of crazy fans all they want, but why do you... I don't know what this cat wants. But it's sad to believe in a writer who does not have your best interest at heart so deeply, because you yourself probably have been a victim of somebody in a position where you want to believe them tell you, I didn't do that. You're crazy. Why would I ever do that? What? This man writes some of the worst archetypes of women ever. Okay? River Song was not feminist. River Song was not a feminist character. I don't care. She was nothing. She was just another femme fatale who was just there so dudes could jerk off about her. Okay? That's all she was. Well, I have this now. I think my cat wants it. And then he turns around and he's like, well, look at all the things that I wrote. Surely, I love women. I'm such a feminist. You didn't like when your wife was pregnant because you thought she was too fat. I remember that. Everyone else fucking remembers it. Don't play with me. That's stupid. You're fucking dumb. And you don't go back and think about it. That's the problem. At least there are some writers who do look back and realize there were problems, and then they come over later, and then they're like, oh, that was a problem. I'm going to fix it in this way, or I'm going to improve it in this way, or at least they can take feedback. Stephen Moffat can't take feedback. I don't know much about if Chris Chibnall can take feedback or not, because I'm not going to lie, he has the worst crime of being so mid that I just can't bring myself to care. At least Stephen Moffat can make me hate him. You know, there's a sense of charisma you have to get somebody to hate you as much as they do. And I do hate him. I think he's a horrible writer. So, what are we doing? Here? He's also... That's fucking stupid. I would never make that character gay. Stop. You could not write a good gay character to save your life. You couldn't. You really couldn't. I rewatch Doctor Who frequently. And when Captain Jack Harkness is first introduced as a character, solid writing, sure, yeah. The archetypes that he exemplifies in that episode. Also, making Rose homophobic was weird. I do not believe in my heart that she would be homophobic. I understand that she was like a 2005 girly. Come on. She would not. She thinks things are weird. Sure. She doesn't get it at first. She has bisexual energy. And I'm not going to explain it to you. I think if a character has bisexual energy, then they have bisexual energy. She loves this thing. I don't need to dumb myself down. No one does. And if I say character is bisexual, I mean, you don't have to agree, but like I'm not gonna sit around and be like, this is why I think they're bisexual. If I know for a fact, you're gonna turn around and be like, sure, all of these weird queers and like they're just in an echo chamber. So are you. So I don't feel the need to explain to you how any of this is real because you don't care. You don't care. Whoa, that was crazy. There's no bugs up there. You're not gonna find anything. Anyway. Oh, it was awesome that the 15th Doctor got to kiss Jonathan Groff. That was cool. That was pretty sick.